Today we are going to talk a little bit about adding affiliate links to your blog or website. And I'm going to start with a little discussion of stats. Now, I prefer statcounter.com, which you're looking at here. You can use Google Analytics and it will give similar data. There are reasons I prefer StatCounter, one in particular that I'll show you in a moment. But one of the first things I like to do when I'm thinking about adding an affiliate link to an existing site is to look at the traffic on my site and see which pages are the most popular so that I can put affiliate links on those pages first. Now, of course, you're only going to see this once you have traffic coming and you've worked for a while to drive that traffic. Before that time, you'll want to just create affiliate links in every page. But as you start getting traffic to your site, this is a good thing to do, to go look at your statistics so you can see which pages are working for you, which links people are clicking on, things like that. So let's go into my Wild Utah Edibles page. We can see an overview here of the traffic, with the blue being unique visitors and the green being page views. And you generally want to see page views 3 times the unique visits, and so these stats don't look very good for me. I could definitely improve my website if I wanted to. This is nearly double. That's not too bad. This is a little better than double, but these pages or these days here, like that, this, my typical day doesn't look real great for traffic moving through the site. Now, that's generally an indication that people are not finding what they expect to find, or you're not guiding them to other pages appropriately. That's not the purpose of this call, or this discussion, so we're not going to get into that in detail here. But what we are going to do is, over here on the left-hand side, we've got this popular pages link. Now, incidentally, I mentioned there was something I liked about StatCounter that Google doesn't have, and that's this visitor paths right down here. The visitor paths and the visitor length, these are some things that give specifics, returning visits. These are specific analytics that Google does not have. The visitor paths I like because I can see how people enter the site and which pages they go to, and you can see a lot here that are just coming and going to one page and then leaving, so they're not going real far, real deep into the site. But here's a good example. They used Google to find me, came to my home page. From there they went to Cattail, to the Cattail page, and then back to the home page, and then to the Astragalus page, and then back to the home page, and then to the mustard page. So they're going through, they are browsing, they're looking around at the site, seeing what I have to offer. Okay. Another thing that we can look at over here on the left-hand side is exit links. How are they leaving my page? Well, here we can see that they are clicking on some Google ads, AdSense ads. If my goal is to keep them on the site, then I want to direct them through pages on the site. If my goal is to get them to click an ad, then I want to give them those ads. So it may not be a bad thing to see the low retention, because we can see here that they are, a large portion of them are clicking the ads that I want them to go to. So they're clicking my AdSense there. They're clicking on my Amazon affiliate link, which I'm going to show you today. The TeamUp link that I have there, another AdSense link on my Facebook page, another site that I linked, another AdSense. So it's good to see that I am getting clicks on my AdSense because I get paid for that, albeit a small amount each time. There is a payment each time somebody clicks on that, and so all of these 127 clicks are worth at least a few pennies to me. So that may only be $1.27 to $5, but there's some revenue happening there. When they go to the Amazon link, they may be buying something, which will give me some affiliate affiliate profit as well. Okay. All right. So that gives us a little bit of background. So what I was looking at though is I wanted to show you popular pages. So if I come to my popular pages, I can look at this and say, okay, well my home page is my most popular page, which is pretty typical. And so I might want to go and put an ad on my homepage, you know, a strategic link to something that will drive traffic. I can either put an ad outside of my site, or I can put better links to go within the site to individual pages where they might find specific ads. And I think that would be a better approach for a homepage, is let's drive traffic to individual specific pages within the site. So we click on that, and what have I got on my home page? Well, right now I've got a link to my Amazon page for my book, and that is the primary thing that I'm doing there, is driving traffic to my book. It takes up a lot of my page. That might be part of my my lack of click-through, so I might want to make that a little smaller and bump this up, or some of these links up. So I might want to redo that page a little bit. Now this site has not been updated for a long time. It's not really what I want. There are better ways to create the content than what I'm doing here. This was an old site I've had for quite a few years, and when I started it on a different platform that is kind of tedious to build with. What I prefer is this platform, WordPress. So I do have a WordPress version of the site, or a WordPress blog basically on the site, where I can put content nowadays too. So that's what we're going to look at. If we go into our pages, here we can see the different pages that I have, and let's go in and add a new page and say we want to create some content. Okay, and remember, we want to start our content by looking at our keyword list, and so we want to look at keyword phrases that are relevant to our niche and the content that we want to create. So I'm going to go into my Drive account and find my Wild Edibles folder and look at my keywords for Wild Edibles. And we've got, might have to go back to, I've got a general one I know. There's a keyword stats. Let me find this here. Okay, so I found the list of keywords, one of my keyword lists that I want to work with for today. And this has several keyword phrases that relate to my industry. So foraging, for example, is a great one. There's a lot of traffic going to foraging, and so that's a keyword that I probably ought to use. Wild berries, I could do a specific page on wild berries. Plant identifier app, plant identifier, plants near me, and that's really what I'm looking for, is more of the identification stuff. Edible plants, wild blackberries, foraged food. And as we look down through this, edible wild plants, identify plants by picture online. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the word foraging along with edible plants. Foraging edible plants should give me some pretty good traffic to the page, and so I'm going to create my page around that topic. Okay, and so I will title this page Foraging Edible Plants. So that'll become my keyword that I'm targeting, and in fact we'll want to copy that and put it down in my Yoast, which it doesn't look like I have installed, so we'll go get that installed here. Okay, so now I've installed Yoast, and so we come down to the Yoast SEO section, and we have the snippet here that we can edit. Foraging edible plants is the keyword that we want to target. So in our description, we can type this in: foraging edible plants is not only a great pastime, but a valuable skill to learn for survival and enhancing your daily diet. All right, so there's my meta description. We can go up here and let's see, SEO. The title is going to be foraging edible plants. We don't need the page because it's the same. Separator will be our pipe symbol. And then wildutahedibles.com. I'm going to put book in there. All right. Now we can come up here and create the content and put something in here relevant to foraging edible plants. So again, we want to start with foraging edible plants. We might want to make that a header and then put content down in here. And so to make that a header, I simply go up here and do heading 1, and that sets as a header, and then I can put my content down here. Foraging edible plants is a great way to connect with nature, learn about the world around you. Now, it's a little easier for me to write because I've been doing it for a long time, and this is also a topic that I'm very comfortable with and excited about. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here creating some content, and then I'll come back and show you how to add the affiliate links. Now, as I write content and create it, you'll start to see your score changing over here on the side. And if you scroll down to the SEO Yoast snippet area, we can see I've entered my focus keyword in here, and they're telling us that the focus keyword is being seen in the places where it needs to be. So they like that it's in here. They like that it's in the meta title, the meta description. It's in the URL, so it's in all the right places there. It's in the heading, the H1 tag. It's in the beginning of our first paragraph, and then it's also toward the end of that paragraph and will be in the further paragraph. You can see here that the readability is orange, so it's not great right now. As we look at the analysis of that, it's going to say 42.9% of the sentences contain more than 20 words, which is more than recommended maximum. So I might be getting a little wordy with my sentences, so it gives us little suggestions there to shorten the sentences, make it a little easier for people to read. And then it talks about the passive voice, which is more than recommended. So we might want to change the reading there. These are good suggestions to help us with the way we write to keep people interested and to captivate people. Then they give the good results here about that as well. And so as we're writing, we can watch this improve, and then we can make adjustments and changes as needed so that we can get a good score and make both of those green, or as close to it as we can. So here I went in and changed just one sentence and turned my readability to green. And I basically just took one sentence that was kind of long and divided it into two. Instead of saying something along the lines of, as I've studied these plants over the years, I've learned that they are more valuable than just food. And it was getting kind of long. And so I changed it to, I've learned much over the years as I've been foraging edible plants. So I'm getting my keyword in there again. And then I broke that into two sentences. As I've studied these plants, I've come to recognize that there is more value than just food, period. And then another sentence to say many of them have medicinal value as well as edible parts, and many are valuable more exclusively for medicinal purposes. I think that's not too long, still a good sentence. And so that just that little change there has changed that to green. As I go down and look at this, I still see a lot of improvements available. Not a lot, I guess, but the passive voice they're talking about, and so that's something I could update and work on. Down here, they're saying, hey, there's no images. Go ahead and add an image. They're saying that the text only has 153 words. They're suggesting a minimum of 300. No links from this page to other pages on my site. And then no outbound links. And so those are all things that we need to do. Well, the outbound links will take effect when we add an affiliate link. Internal links are links to our own website and other pages within our site. So let's go ahead and create the content that we need, and then we can add that affiliate link. So now I've finished creating the content. I've got a good readability score, a good SEO score. I've got a subheading here, H2 tag, and talking about my book, and then I can put links to my book here. So I'll go to my shop on my blog and copy the link to my book there. And then I can, so I paste that URL in there. I can paste whatever words I want in there, but then I'm going to highlight these words, including here. And maybe we'll do that. And I'll just highlight that. And it automatically recognizes the link, and all I have to do is click this little arrow to apply. Nope, it doesn't automatically. All right, I thought it was going to. We'll paste the URL in there, apply, and there we've got an internal link on our site. And then we can enter down, buy from Amazon. Please remember to leave a review. And here is where we can get an affiliate link. And so I'm going to talk about the Amazon affiliate. It is similar to any other link that you might get. So first, we've got to come to the page here with Amazon. Now, if you don't have an Amazon affiliate account, you can set one up simply by going to Amazon.com, scroll to the bottom, and become an affiliate right here, and just fill out the form. And any Amazon page will have that. And once you do that, you'll have this Amazon Associates stripe that goes across the top of your page, and you can click on Get Link. And I'm going to click on the image link. We've got text plus image. We can do a custom link creation, or we can do just text. And so you can choose the format that you want here. Well, this is going to be similar to what you might have in ClickBank or other affiliate accounts, so I'm going to use something like this. So we'll copy that right there, highlight all that text and copy it, and that's our link text. Okay, and then we can come back over to our blog page, and right here we want to put in the text. And an easy way to find where it is just to put in some text that you can easily identify. So 3Gs, for example. And then we go up here and change from the visual editor to the text editor. And we're looking for that triple G there, and what we're going to do is paste that that HTML code into our HTML version of our editor screen. If we go back to visual, then we can see what it actually looks like here, and then we can make any adjustments. Now I am going to enter down and buy from Amazon. Please remember to leave a review. I'm going to go ahead and link that as well. So we've got our main content in there. That should give us credit for images. If we look down at our content, no images appear on this page, so it still isn't recognizing that as an image, so we might do that. Outbound links, it should recognize that there's an outbound link there. All right, so we'll link that right there. That actually will be an outbound link if we do that. So let's go up and just get a text link. So right there, we copy that and we will link these words to that Amazon page. Okay. And then if we wanted to, we could put an image of our my book right here. So let's go ahead and add that in here. So we'll go to the add media up here at the top left, and it'll open up to any things that I've uploaded already. And there I've got my book already in there. You might notice it has a section over here to the right for the details where I can put in the title, I can put in alt text, I can put in a description if I wanted and a caption. I usually just do the alt text and the title, which is the most important for SEO purposes. Insert into page, and there it is. Now it's quite large. I don't want it to quite that big. I want to shrink it down here. I also would like to have it showing up there, and I'm not sure. Do a line left. Okay, and we might want to move that up. Let's see if we can put it up here. There we go. Formatting is going to take a little more time. That's one thing that I'm a little annoyed with in most of the WordPress pages is they don't have an easy option to add a table, which would be very valuable, I think, and I'm kind of surprised that they don't do that. So you have to kind of put it in to the code if you want to do a table format, but that doesn't look too bad. We can take this link right here and we can link that to, and then publish. So now we've got a link internal to our site, we've got a link external, a couple of them, so everything should be high quality there with our SEO. And they're saying that the image does not have an alt attribute containing the focus. Oh, containing the focus keyword, right? That's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. We're good enough, close enough. I'm happy with it. So there we've got a page of content and our affiliate link. Now another option is we could come up here and we could say in some of our text we could do like foraging edible plants, for example, right there. We might want to just link that to my book page as well so that we have a link within the content. We'll update that, and now we'll have a live page on the website with all of our content, with the information in there. Now, if I were doing if I were doing the best job I could, then I'd put another image in here. Maybe right up here, put an image relevant to the content. So if this were a travel-related site, then I might put an image of Hawaii or a beach somewhere, or Tahiti or something like that, right? Some kind of a visual of traveling, something relevant to the topic. Where I'm dealing with an edibles page, the content I want to put in here should be related to my wild edibles content. And so I can look in here for an image that I might want to put in there. I could put my kids in there. I could put let's see, now that looks like Jerusalem artichoke, which isn't my image actually, so I'm not going to put that one in. I'm going to do this one here, and I'm going to put a caption, silver buffalo berry is high in vitamin C and other antioxidants. So I'm going to put that content into the caption section, insert into page, and then again I'll want to shrink that because that is much larger than I want it to be. I do like that it is a wide image, though. That's kind of nice to have a wide image here, I think. So there we go. Update the page. Now we've got images. We've got some good content. I've got my header tag, my header 2. I've got my book. And I've got the secondary keyword in there, wild Utah edibles, here as well. So that should give you some good instruction on adding affiliate links as well as building out content on the page. I hope that has been valuable for you.